I'm back. You have been reading about and discussing in a forum about Frederick Douglass and who he was and how he learned to read and write. And now that you have done that, you should know quite a bit about Frederick Douglass and how he learned to read and write, especially the obstacles he faced and how he overcame them. So now we are going to get involved in our next assignment, which is writing our first graded college paper about how Frederick Douglass learned to read and write. We're just going to write the rough draft, the first writing of it. It's going to be a short paper, 500 words. You've already written papers that were 450 and I wouldn't call them papers, I guess. You've written things that are 450 words and 750 words. So writing this paper about Frederick Douglass is not really going to be that difficult. I give you a very detailed outline, or as I call it, a scaffold, and I want you to follow it very carefully, very closely. In this scaffold, I want you to write about a page and a half. That's about 500 words. You will write 5 paragraphs with an introduction, a thesis that I give you. I also tell you what to write in the introduction. 3 paragraphs in the body, and I tell you what to write in each paragraph. And a conclusion. I even tell you what to write in that conclusion. So it's very prescriptive. Making it a little bit easier to do, you should be able to just, if you've done all of the work about Frederick Douglass and you really know Frederick Douglass and you understand how he learned how to read and write, this paper is really not going to be very hard to do. It won't take very long. And once you finish the paper, you're going to upload it to a discussion forum. Please write the paper on your computer and then copy it and paste it into the discussion forum. I explain how to do that. You'll copy and paste it into the forum as part of a threaded discussion, where after you put in your paper, your classmates will be able to read it and make some comments about it, which is not what we're going to do tomorrow, but the day after. So first we're just going to write our paper and upload it there, and then the day after tomorrow your classmates are going to come in and read it and give you some helpful comments or praises. If you do your paper right, maybe you won't have to make any changes at all to it. Now, one of the things that many of us have been having problems with is formatting our papers, according to the MLA rules for formatting. MLA means Modern Language Association, and they have set the rules for how we format our college papers, mostly in English and a few other subjects. So I put a link there further explaining how to format a paper according to the MLA. And so please look at that material. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me a message. One of the biggest problems we've been having is formatting our date, putting in our page number, double spacing in particular, and not having extra spaces in our paper. There's something that you have to do so that you don't have extra spaces in your paper. In Word and even in OpenOffice, there's a little box that you check that says don't put any extra spaces between paragraphs of the same style. It's pretty simple. So I have information about all of that in the announcement section, links to all that material. So all you're going to do is write this 450-word paper and copy and paste it into a discussion forum. That's it for tomorrow. I've decided that I won't give you a quiz about Frederick Douglass. You've been working pretty hard And I just really want you to focus on this paper tomorrow and meet the deadline so that you get the finish, so that you finish the paper and get it uploaded. Again, it's not very long. I'm very detailed about how I want you to write it. If you follow those detailed instructions, it's not really going to be very difficult. Now, one thing that I want you to be careful about, I don't really want quotes in this paper, and I don't want you to copy anything from the article. Copying is plagiarism, and I want everything written in your own words. I tell you how to do that. Basically, it's very simple. You can borrow one word from a reading as long as you put your words around it. You can borrow two words together from a reading as long as you put the words around, your own words around those two words. But if you want to take 3 words or more from a reading, you have to use quotation marks. And I don't want you to quote, so everything has to be in your own words for this first paper. Remember that. And you'll be seeing other classmates' papers. I don't want you to lift any material from your classmates. I don't want you to go anywhere online to lift any material. I have a program that I can put papers into to see if they have, if parts of a paper have been copied from another source. I don't like to do that, so let's not go there, shall we? Let's just do the way we should do. All right, write everything in our own words. Most of you are, most all of you are very good writers, and you're doing pretty well. So that's all I have to say this time. Have fun writing this paper. It's not very long. You'll do well. And follow my instructions in the announcements section. If you have any questions, please message me. Oh yeah, one last thing. I did ask if you wanted me to address any issues in these daily videos to send me a message with an issue that you would like me to talk about in one of the videos, something you don't understand, question you might have. I'm more than happy to answer some questions in these videos that I make every day for you. So we'll see you online.